What's going on, everybody? Just doing a little rundown on one of the containers I just got my hands on. Most of my containers are going to be a cargo worthy container, which meaning that they can still be stacked so the pillars are in good shape. They're not going to have a ton of dents and damage. Some will have a little bit more than others. They'll look different. You can't always pick and choose on that, but also the handles will work properly. When you open the doors, it'll have a nice clean threshold up in here. All the way through. This has a lockbox on it. I got these from a private party. I do buy private party when I get a chance. It's hard to find deals nowadays, especially to be able to still be able to profit if I want to resell, obviously, or for my own use, you know, getting the right deal. But this is better than my normal, so this is something I'm gonna go ahead and resell, but it's actually in better shape than my typical cargo worthy. It's cargo worthy, but it's pristine as far as the condition. No holes in the roof, no major rust spots, no issues, no leaks, window watertight. Tiny bit of damage inside from a forklift, but nothing major. I mean, it's super clean. The floor is immaculate in this thing. Like I said, it already has a lockbox on here, so having that lockbox right there makes a big difference. You can put a lock padlock up inside here where they can't get bolt cutters on there. You got your locking stub right here. Like I said, you go up and set up a padlock when this is closed. You can't go and just saw that off. People can saw through these guys. Don't get the misconception these things are like impenetrable, but I mean, it's just a matter of deterring the theft. So when I have these, I put one lock on here and two on there on my personal ones, and just to deter people. So, but yeah, the inside of this thing super clean. The floor is amazing shape. Had some, looks like 55-gallon barrels in here probably throughout its course of its lifetime. I don't know the whole history on this. Like I said, I make bids all the time. Rejoice. I make bids all the time to buy private party ones, and this came through with about 6 different ones I bought. And it just turns out to be just super clean. Like I said, a little bit of abrasion from the forklift. If you guys are familiar with shipping containers are for, I mean, they're for loading cargo in. So they bring forklifts in here and offload merchandise into here, material goods, whatever it may be, to be shipped across the seas or be shipped by rail, you know, in the continental, in the U.S. basically. So, but sometimes you get abrasions where this is going to be the back end of a forklift is just scraping up against that. They don't do that intentionally. If you're doing a forklift, they're very easy to maneuver, but they're also easy to get them kind of off camber. Sometimes you get to the point where you have to scrape out to get away from a wall. So, but the walls are in great shape. The abrasions are nothing. Like I said, the pillars are what's important as far as the ones I normally get cargo worthy. Means you can stack them. This thing is, like I said, just absolute jewel. This thing's beautiful. This isn't a one trip, but it's about as close to a one trip you can get without being one. 8.5 foot tall ceiling on this thing. Like I said, this is part of a private party bulk order I did, or purchase I did. And this one came out really nice. So this is already spoken for. I literally have a list of people looking for things in this condition. And when I get them, I give them a call and they go within about 24 hours. So anyhow, this is just a rundown. I have a couple more coming in from that same purchase. I'll do some videos on that soon. Let people know what I have coming into the fleet. If you want to, you know, make a commitment on one of these things, it's not to make an offer anymore, guys. It's pretty much the going rate's the going rate. There's not much to change, not much leeway. No reason to right now. So just the nature of the beast. But yeah, so this one's going to be going today, and I got a couple more like this coming in over the next week or so, and I'll post up videos and try to stay off Facebook. I'm not really not fond of that platform with all the bullshit. So I'm gonna start using YouTube more for this kind of stuff and showcasing what I have, and I'll do a video for each one I get coming in, and we'll go from there until I get so much bulk I can't handle it, which I don't plan on doing anytime soon. I'm really not into the bulk. I'm more into just finding good quality containers and using them for my personal use, or flipping them out for people that are like-minded that need this kind of thing for their property. This is an as-is right now, but I think I'm going to take this roll-up door one. It's older, shorter style. You can see it's a little bit shorter, about 6 inches shorter than the standard. These are on railroad ties too, but this one's pretty banged up. They were using it on a property for like a little office for a while. I bought this private party as well as a couple. You can see in my background, Pearl the goat, and you can kind of see one of my as-is back there I use for my personal workshop. This was going to be used for my personal workshop, but the door's a little short for how tall I am. So rather than ducking underneath the roll-up door, the $950 roll-up door they put on there, I'm going to just clean this one up, put a new threshold on here. I'm going to weld in a new bracket, paint this one, coat it, throw a brand new whirlybird on top because it has one that got went missing in action on the transport out. So I'll clean this one up though, and we'll get this thing for sale pretty soon as well. So anyway, guys, stay tuned. And I'm going to do a couple videos here too on how to lift these, how to level them. Seems like a lot of people are curious about that kind of stuff online. So I have special tools that go into these things, but you can also use standard tools. You can go get as cheap as like $100 at Harbor Freight to move these things around. So I'll get some videos going on that and show you guys and kind of showcase kind of you know, how I move them, how you can move them, how you can level them, things like that, so you don't have to call a professional if you don't need to. But yeah, stay tuned.